What's going on, everybody? Sliding Dutchman here, and today I wanted to show you guys the new cars that are coming out for just come out for Assetto Corsa. It's called Bonus Pack 3, and it includes 7 new cars and 1 track. That track is Laguna Seca Raceway, which was one of the highly demanded tracks from the community forums. And 7 cars, which is this is the first one you see right now, the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale. Not very familiar with this car. Did one little lap to showcase this footage. I'll showcase this car and show you guys this footage. Let's just hop straight into it. Here we go. So here we are. First one. I love the way the gloves look. Has that old style to it. Even the driver himself is wearing an old racing outfit. Really love the car, the way it looks. It's small, wide. I mean, look at the difference between the front and the rear wheels. Just engine at the back. But cockpit view is where it's all about. Ooh, this car has no grip on the front tires. Probably because there is no weight on it, and it likes to lift off oversteer. Went a little bit too hot into the corner. We need to do all our braking in front of the corner. Don't steer until you're off the brakes, apparently. But then it works. Sounds great. Love high revving NA engines just because of the sound of them. Like the A86 in this game, one of the best. Whoa. It likes to slide out because of its weight, but it doesn't have the power to really go and drift it. It's like first gear, you can just dump the clutch and it just doesn't do anything. I'm destroying this car. Now a lap outside of the car. Sounds even better here. It works, just need to be a little bit gentle. And do one thing at a time. Braking, steering, shifting. And try to combine everything together, because that's when you lose the stability of this car. Also, this bonus pack 3 is free for anyone on the. It was already out on PC. Just dropped yesterday for PlayStation 4. will be out soon for Xbox, and it's all free to download. It weighs about, if I'm not mistaken, like 4.5 gigs, something around that. But of course, any Assetto Corsa player is already up to date with this update. So let's hop to the next car. So here we are in the second car, the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I'm not Italian. I kind of like this car, the looks of it. I'm not a Alfa Romeo fan or anything, but this is not an ugly car. I have heard better sounding cars though. Switch to the cockpit for the first lap. It has a lot more grip on the front wheels as the other car, that's for sure. Even likes to step out, rear wheel drive. Don't know if this is good driftable yet. But well, I think with some little tunes on it, it might do the trick. Because, oh, that's where I shift down too early. Oh, come on. Locked up the rear wheels. The carousel's just, it's insane. Oh, major on the steer, there we go. Also, I'm very new to this track, don't know how to drive it yet. Last time I drove this, it was in GT6, which is a completely different game, so I have to say, nah, I'm not a big fan of the sound. And apparently it doesn't have ABS or something. It just locks the brakes. Even though ABS, I think, is on. Everything is off except ABS, but okay, first decent slide. Nope. I found out it doesn't have a handbrake, doesn't do anything, unfortunately. I think with a little setup, this thing might do the job. As long as you don't understeer into your corners by locking up the brakes. Final chance to redeem it. Wanted to pull the handbrake, but doesn't work. Alright, off to the next one. So the next one on the list is the Lamborghini Huracan Performante, Once again, I'm not Italian. I don't know how they come up with these names, but sounds aggressive, but a bit weird through the headset. But let's just see how it drives. Sounds aggressive though. As you can see, I'm not the best racer out there. I'm more of a drifter, so and as I say it, I just oversteer, correct too much, and threw myself into the barriers. Really. More into drifting, which is more of a loose style of driving, which really shows if you go racing for grip. So tempting to kick the ass out, or even to be able to keep the ass in of the car and not drift it. Oh. For me, this is just another Lamborghini. I'm not a big Lamborghini fan. Just supercars, hypercars in general, it's just, they're so pricey. You will never able to afford one in your life, probably. Although you should always aim high. But no, even still, if I had the money, I would buy something else. And this is just another version of a car that's already in the game. So this is not really, I don't know, for me, like, wow, not blown away by it. Probably in real life, if I had a driving one, I would say, whoa, this is the best car ever. But as far as it goes in video games, oh. Oh well, on to the next one. So we are back again in a Lamborghini Seste Elemento, which I have no feelings for. The front end is just, the headlights are too small for my liking. It looks too big. Then those big red triangles there, looks weird. And then it becomes worse when you go inside the cockpit view, where you can see that a 10-year-old has designed the interior, like a red steering wheel. And okay, there might be people that are into these kind of things, but I just looks cheap. I mean, I think they can do better. Now let's see how it drives. Because I know this thing is a beast. Little bit understeery. Might have been my entry speed, but feels better than the other one. But then again, it should be. Oh, overdo it. From inside the car, it sounds a lot better than the other one. And I'm curious. Just see the rear wheels. Completely gutted race car apparently. Even looks like the Zentorno from GTA 5. If you look at the rear, I think that's what the car's supposed to be. Also, for that car, I have no feelings. Drives better, sounds better, looks worse. Then again, might be just preference and taste. Like most of you people know, I'm more into the Japanese cars. But still, this is it can be fun to drive. At the end of the day, if you're sitting in the cockpit or even on bumper cam where you don't see the car drives nice, you can have good races, then that's all that counts. But I think this car should be good for some fun racing. Also has no handbrake, as expected. Oh, here we go. Involuntary manges. Turn around. What gear am I in? I am in first. Whoa. And one last thing. Look at those flippers behind the steering wheel. They're designed to be evil. Flippers from hell. Oh man. Anyways, off to the next car. So here we are with the next one, the Maserati Alfieri concept car. I like this a lot more as the Lamborghinis before this. It's a bit weird, it's a bit futuristic, but don't like the rims though. Look at the rims and the brake calipers, the blue. Okay, but it sounds mean and aggressive. And then check this out. When you're in the cockpit view, look at the gauges. The gauge is third instead of the needle. That's some next level shit. Let's see how this handles. Like all the other cars, I just drive in bone stock, nothing done to them. Oh. Handbrake works. Likes to kick out. Here we go. A drift car is born, ladies and gentlemen. Don't have a clutch though. Also, not the best track to slide on, but oh, it's so hard because you don't have a clutch, you don't have that momentum. You can save the car and let it coast and try to get the grip back, but there's none of that. You need to power out of your drift or nothing. I like it. And the auto clutch for the for the e-brake is a bit weird, but that scream though. Okay, so far for me this is the best car in the list. It's gonna be a tough one for the other ones to beat. It wants to drift, which is perfect, and on racing it's a bit playful. Wants to step out without being completely out of control when it does. And it looks decent. Come on! No! It was going so well. I wish this car had the clutch. Really? Again? Yep. Fun little car. On to the next one. So here we are in the next one. The Maserati Quattroporte. Also not very familiar with this car, but kinda like the fact that it's just a big four-door saloon, luxury, and sounds good. Sounds mean. Let's have a rip. Again, flippers, no clutch, unfortunately. Does have a handbrake. Oh. I said it was hard to top the other one, but yep. I think we have a winner. Even that angle. Oh. Damn. Maserati is entering the drifting game. Needs a bit work on the suspension. But if from stock it already handles like this, then just need to fine tune it. Oh, too enthusiastic. No clutch to save us. Oh, that sound, man, it screams. Damn. Come on! Pull back. Damn it. So hard to mid-shift, mid-corner, mid-drift shift with the pedals, because left is right and right is left. Or it's yeah, I like this even more. The other one was a big fat saloon. A big weird concept car with ugly ass rims and weird blue calipers. This one looks a lot better. And the status of being a four-door saloon that rips like this is, I don't know, like it. Okay, next one on the list. I don't think it's gonna be any better than this, drifting wise at least, is, well, see for yourself. Okay, so here we are in the last and final car, the Pagani, how you pronounce it, Hura BC. Maybe I didn't pronounce that right, but then again, nobody knows how to pronounce this name. Even I think the creators of this car don't even know how to pronounce it. Anyways, we had this car in the game already. This is just a different version, different racing version. I see some black stuff, carbon, and well, it looks a bit better with the silver and black accents on the car. It's not that bad. But then again, this is one of those hypercars that they go really fast, but the best place to be for them are on a poster of a 10-year-old's bedroom wall or something. Let's hop into the cockpit view and go. Okay, still not a big fan of the interior of this one. Better than the previous Paganis that I've seen. They like to go like chrome and weird brown leather stitching stuff, which looks cool in an airplane but not in a race car. Steering wheel though is a bit weird, big plate in the middle where you can eat from or just hit your head. This is the big horn, would be so cool. And then they made the bottom half flat. It's because of all those rich middle-aged men with their big fat gut need to fit in their expensive hypercars. Anyways, let's rip it. Woo. Has some power to it, but then again, that's what this car is known for. This is one of those cars that just wants to kill you. What? Wait. It has flippers? But no, it doesn't have a clutch. It has some sort of other clutch. If I go up in my gear, what the hell is that? If I upshift and I keep my foot down, it just goes up in the RPMs and then... So does it require me to lift when shift? A lift shift off. Straight into the wall. Can't even see what gear I'm in. No. What the F? Am I doing something wrong, or is this a bug in the game? Please let me know in the comments if I'm a noob, but regarding this issue. Because even if I go off the throttle, which looks like it's just sort of slipping it, which is really not ideal for a car like this, because you expect the power to be there when you press the throttle, and it comes a second later, so you're already with your foot halfway on the throttle, accelerating out of a corner, you upshift, and then BAM! Look what what? Works on the downshifts, but even sounds weird. Don't know how I can help it, but or there's so much people with a lot of money and no driving skills that's how a Pagani always sounds, because there are always shitty people inside driving. No, that's a joke, but these cars. And there he goes. A little bit control, you can slide it though, once you've picked the right gear to use. Anyways, let's round off this session. And I hate supercars. Because in general, that's my opinion on racing cars. Especially in game, you see that a lot of people having trouble keeping cars on track, or especially like first corner. That's the famous first corner. Everyone just dives into it. People don't brake. It sucks. For my opinion, the slower the car, the better the race is gonna be, because it's when everyone is able to keep the car on track, and better so if the car is easy to keep on the track, then the battle is not between you and keeping the car on the track. The battle is between you and the other player, which can go for some really close bumper to bumper racing, which I like a lot more. I mean, the times we just ran in games like GT6, when we just took Civics or CRXs, stuff like that, from the drive cars, up to 500 performance points or whatever it was, max tuned, and then good setup on it, and then blast away through the Nürburgring. That was epic, and I really miss those times. I hope that GT Sport just drops more older and simple cars in it, more road cars instead of race cars. But that's a whole different game. As far as this game goes, I think I like the Maseratis in this DLC the most, mainly because they're easy to slide or want to slide. The other cars are more race cars, which I'm not a big fan of. I do like to race sometimes, but then again I turn to road cars instead of supercars, hypercars, race cars or whatever. So also the track, not to forget, I really like it. It's a technical track, has a lot of elevation in it, which makes the car very nervous at some points. But all in all, it's well, I like technical tracks basically, because for drifting also we've played so much on Drift Japan, and which is on consoles basically the only drift track we have and get. I mean, you guys on the PC playing Assetto, it's amazing with all the cars and tracks you guys can have. But yeah, we look sometimes for a challenge, and well, after playing the Japan track for so long, you want something else sometimes. And I think this has a lot of corners that can be really good for drifting. Even one or two little manjis in between and then connected, it's not that bad. It's a bit narrow, but like I said, we like a little bit technical track. We like a challenge. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching. Any thoughts about the video, about the cars, about the games, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!